20 minutes later, Catherine and Mr. Fraser arrive at the hospital and park their cars in chapter 2941. Mr. Fraser promptly helps Catherine with her belongings, including two boxes of nutritional supplements and a basket of fruits for Holden. Despite her physical strength, honed through years of martial arts training, Mr. Fraser insists on carrying the heavy fruit basket, a gesture of his protective nature. As they walk towards the inpatient department, she notices Shiloh hiding in a corner, likely waiting to see Matriarch Farrell. Although Mr. Fraser offers to drive Shiloh away, Catherine decides to let her be. She believes that Shiloh's persistence will eventually lead to her dreams being shattered, a lesson Catherine seems willing to let unfold naturally. Mr. Fraser respects her decision and refrains from further comment. Upon entering the inpatient building, they take the elevator to the high end ward where Holden is staying. The Farrell family's personal bodyguards stationed in the corridor greet Catherine and Mr. Fraser with respect. One of the bodyguards knocks on the ward door, receives a response, and opens it for them. Inside, Matriarch Farrell is sitting in the small living room smoking. Catherine, immediately noticing the strong smell of tobacco, frowns and sits next to her mother after putting down the boxes of supplements. She gently reprimands her mother for smoking too much, warning about its health risks. Without hesitation, Catherine takes the freshly lit cigarette from Matriarch Farrell's hand and extinguishes it in an ashtray already filled with cigarette butts, indicating her mother's heavy smoking prior to their arrival. Matriarch Farrell, rather than being angry, explains that she smokes out of boredom. She acknowledges Catherine's presence and gives a nod to Mr. Fraser, who had greeted her respectfully. Catherine then asks if her mother has eaten, to which Matriarch Farrell replies that she has no appetite but has arranged for food to be brought in for Catherine and Mr. Fraser. Deciding to leave, Matriarch Farrell walks into the ward to speak to Holden, who is half lying on the bed, engrossed in his mobile phone. She informs him that she will return home to rest for a few days and will come back to pick him up once he is ready to be discharged. Holden, showing a softer side, expresses his concern for his wife's well being, urging her to rest as he feels bad for her being tired. Matriarch Farrell, though outwardly composed, feels a surge of irritation towards Holden, whom she mentally refers to as a bastard. She finds some solace in knowing that Holden's reckless behavior with women has been curbed, giving her a sense of control and satisfaction. Holden, despite his outward show of concern, harbors deep resentment towards Matriarch Farrell, a sentiment she is fully aware of but unfazed by. Confident in her dominion, Matriarch Farrell is assured that he cannot undermine her authority on her turf. Throughout this chapter, the complex relationships within the Farrell family are highlighted. Catherine's protective yet pragmatic approach contrasts with Matriarch Farrell's authoritative and somewhat manipulative demeanor. The presence of Mr. Fraser underscores the support system Catherine relies on, while the interactions with Holden and Shiloh reveal underlying tensions and resolve conflicts. Despite the outward calm, there is a palpable sense of underlying discord and strategic maneuvering within the family dynamics.